What's up, everybody? I'm the Disc Golf Nerd, and today I'm going to give you 10 rapid-fire, random disc golf tips. Could be about tournament play, could be about discs, anywhere in between, no particular order. Let's get right into it. Okay, first tip, wash your discs. Discs from the factory, they use an oil to release the discs from the injection molds. That oil is often kind of slick and slippery feeling. If you get a brand new disc, one of the first things I do when I bring a disc home, get it in the mail, whatever, is I wash it with hot soapy water. I use dish soap directly rubbed onto the disc, rinse it off with hot water. It'll almost always improve the grip. Number 2, don't leave your discs in the car. Don't leave anything that you value in the car. Musical instruments, tools, anything of value. It's the easiest place to break into ever. I mean, cars are constantly being broken into and things are constantly being stolen. Just don't do it. Take your golf bag in with you. Don't leave your discs in your car. Hundreds of dollars worth of discs, your favorite discs, you're sentimentally attached to them, your bag, all your stuff, you're just gonna leave that in a glass box for anybody to break into? Don't do it. Next, change your socks. If you play a 2-round event, or if you're going to play multiple rounds of golf in a day, changing your socks in between rounds is just beautiful. And anytime I've played events, which isn't very often, so if there's 2 rounds, after the first round is over, you go back to Tournament Central or whatever it is you do, go back to your car, take your socks off, let your feet breathe a little bit. If there's some grass, standing on the grass with your bare feet is often quite nice, help them kind of relax a little bit. Put a fresh pair of socks on before you head out for round 2. Trust me, you're going to love this tip. Next, don't learn to prefer expensive, rare, specialty plastic. If you're going to start playing disc golf and you're going to build your game around some discs, and you want to set your kind of core discs, these are your discs that you're going to go to, and they're going to be your main discs that you're going to want to have backups of, and that you're going to use and cycle through, don't pick a disc that's out of production if you don't have to. You know, if you have a disc that you love, and you've tried it and now it goes out of production, or it just happens to be rare and you got it out of a used rack, but it's your favorite disc ever, like, I get that, that's fine. But like, if you're gonna pick a disc and you're trying to create your bag, pick stuff that's stock and easy to replace, easy to find. It's just a way smarter system. Pick stuff that's established, popular, you know it's not gonna go out of production. That's just a smarter way to do it as far as I'm concerned than learning to prefer, you know, whatever it is, some kind of specialty disc. It used to be like CE, you know, oh, I love a CE T-Bird. It's like, bro, come on. Are you really want to prefer to throw something that's expensive and rare, hard to find, difficult to replace? It just doesn't make sense. Find the best run of stock T-Birds and throw those. That's my opinion. Next tip, sometimes Understable is better even for a Hyzer shot. If you want a disc to sweep long around the corner, sometimes an understable disc thrown with height and a lot of Hyzer is better than throwing an overstable disc more flat and allowing the natural fade to jump you around the corner. Because usually a more overstable disc that has low speed stability and hooks up strong at the end of the flight is harder to get to swing around a corner. It's not going to fly as much. It's more going to fly straight and then finish. Where a more neutral or even understable disc with a lot of Hyzer and some height will usually push further on a longer sweeping Hyzer. So don't always think you need to throw an overstable disc if you want to go left. Next is one I could use right now. It's about iced tea. If you have a nice steel insulated bottle like I have, or any bottle will work, you know, a Nalgene or whatever, the night before you play your golf, put a little squirt of honey in the bottom of it, fill it up with water, put 2 tea bags for like a 40 ounce or a 32 ounce water bottle, fill it up with cold water, put it in the fridge overnight. The next morning, take the tea bags out, cap it up, shake it up. Now you have really nice cold brew iced tea in your golf bottle, ready to go in your bag and out there on the course. Also can do this with hot tea in the winter time. Steel insulated bottles, beautiful aspect of them. They'll also stay hot. Fill it with hot tea, some herbal tea and some honey on a winter round. Beautiful. Next, throw soft approach discs. This is a pretty obvious one, but if you're a beginner, if you want something that's going to limit the movement that it takes when it lands, right? You throw your shot, it lands, skips, rolls, does all that kind of stuff. A softer, more flexible approach disc will often be easier to get it to land and stay where it lands. So if you're having trouble with your shots skipping, rolling away, or anything like that as a beginner, look into a nice overstable approach disc that comes in a very soft plastic, something like a, you know, a soft harp, R Pro, Pig, something along those lines to have that little bit of extra give to it, so when it lands, it'll absorb some of that impact and stay pretty close to where it lands. Also, flexible discs are really nice if you play a lot of wooded courses, because if you hit a tree, it'll absorb a lot of the impact and it's less likely to kick far one way or the other. Next one, stay loose out there. Really beneficial when you're throwing. Stay loose, smooth with it. Don't like really tense up and try to rip shots. Oftentimes not helpful at all. Stay loose, smooth, limber, throw the motion. Honestly, when your form is working well, your timing is working well, and the parts of your body are connecting in your throw, and it's like everything's working well, you'll be shocked with how little effort you can actually put into a throw that will fly really far. So it's more about having the form, having the timing, selecting the right disc, all of that type of stuff, than it is being really strong and tensing up and sling the disc, stay loose, and a lot of times you'll have better shots that way. You'll actually put more energy into the disc and allow the disc to fly rather than trying to hulk up and rip one. 9 times out of 10 I'll throw a grounder. It's just not really a consistent or effective way to do it. Next tip is from world champion Juliana Korver. She actually left this in a comment on one of my videos, and it's to use hand sanitizer to remove sap from your hands. You touch a tree out there on the course and you get sap on your hands, hand sanitizer and the alcohol in it will help kind of break that up and get it off of your hands, because that can be a real nightmare when you have really gnarly, sticky sap on your hands out there on the course. And finally, practice short putts before your rounds. Whether it's a tournament round or just a scoring round, casual round with your friends, if you want to practice some putts to warm up, don't be practicing from 40, 50, 60 foot. Just get in close, 15 feet, and just make putts. Make 10 putts in a row and then start your round. You'll be amazed with what, even those little tap-ins, just seeing them come out of your hand, right onto the pole, right into the chains where you want them to go, you'll be surprised how much that improves your confidence when you actually have to approach a putt on the course. So keep it close, keep it to where you're making most of them, because otherwise you're just practicing missing before you go out on the course. That's it for this video. My camera is about to die officially and I'm done recording stuff for today. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate all of your support. Please support my Disc Golf Nerd Patreon support team if you have the ability to do so. Huge shout out to those people for their continued support of me and the channel. It means a lot to me. And also support my 2 main sponsors, Upper Park Disc Golf and NSH Custom Discs. Thank you very much. I'll talk to you all very soon. Cheers.